Right, guys, welcome to today's live stream here between the Glasgow Warriors and the Lions today. It's going to be quite fascinating to see what is going to happen in this one. The Sharks winning last night against the Ospreys quite comfortably, but I think it was 27-13 at the end of the day. So, yeah, let's see if the Lions can do the same against Glasgow Warriors, who actually demolished the Sharks last week. So, a tough one ahead for the boys from Johannesburg, especially with the fly-half crisis that's going on at the moment. Currently, we do have a poll going on the channel, guys, asking, can South Africa teams bounce back in the URC? 87% so far says yes, while 13% says no. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes on throughout the day. Let's go and have a look at the two team lineups for today. Starting off with the Lions side today, we've got Dylan Rousseau, Stian Pienaar, Manuel Ras, Burger Odendaal, then Raps McSwane, Evie Viljoen and Andre Warner in the back line. And as you guys know, yeah, quite a crisis with the Lions at fly-off, first with Jordan Hendricks getting injured, and then also the talisman from the Pumas, Eddie Fisher, also getting injured. So not available for this game. So Evie Viljoen, normally a fullback centre, now plays in at the fly-off position today. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how this one is going to turn out for the men from the Lions. Forward-wise, we've got Ruan Strauly, Vincent Chichuka, Jaco Kriel, Pieter Janse van Vieren, Ruben Skuman, Yanni du Plessis, Jaco Versage and Steve Satoli. So when you look at this side, it's still that same young side that did quite a bit of damage throughout the Super Rugby Unlocked, the Currie Cup and also the Rainbow Cup. So definitely some hope for the guys here today. Marcel Salier says, good day Mr. Guru, how's it going? Marcel, hope you're well. So yeah, looking at the side, Devon Rousseau at fullback, the Namibian international, doing a good job with the Lions at the moment. He is reliable at fullback, so a good choice there at fullback. Stian Pienaar and Raps McSwane on the wings today. Stian Pienaar haven't really played the type of game that I would have loved him to see play before, so hopefully he can step up and have a really good game, is the youngster Stian Pienaar. Then Manuel Ras and Burger Odendaal in the centre combinations. We know how good Burger Odendaal can be on a day. He's also captaining the side today, and along with Manuel Ras, who needs that experience, and which better way than to play with Burger Odendaal in that centre combination. McSwane had a good start to the URC against Zebre, and then rather had a very disappointing game last week against the Scarlets. So hopefully he can improve as well. And then Evie Viljoen obviously having a massive game today at number 10, and it's kind of a bit of a unknown factor, because you don't know if he's going to do really well or whether he's going to go under pressure and really do bad. But he does have Andre Warner on his inside, an experienced young scrum half these days. So definitely looking forward to see what this backline can conjure up. Marcel Salier says, let's hope the Lions will win this one. Peter Blichnet says, hey Guru, it's a young side, but the talent is there. We can beat the Lions for life. Yeah, so that is what I'm trying to say. If you look at Ruan Strauly, the son of Rudolf Strauly, who's had quite of a revelation with this Lions side so far. A really formidable youngster coming through, very good. Vincent Chichuka, I am very unsure whether he can qualify for South Africa. I think he's also a Namibian international, so a pity that this guy is a great youngster coming through as well. So if somebody can maybe just correct me on that one, I'm not sure whether he's played for Namibia or whether he can still qualify for South Africa at some stage. Then the experience of Jaco Kriel comes in. He's been a very good player for this Lions side, and his experience and ball stealing ability on the ground will be vital for this Lions side today. Then Pieter Janse van Vieren, Ruben Skuman in the lock combination. I don't know too much about Pieter Janse van Vieren, but I know that Ruben Skuman is one of my favourite players at the moment, and very unlucky not to be part of that Springbok setup just yet. Then the veteran Yanni Duplessis at tight head prop, along with the experience of Steve Satoli and Jakub Versaghi. Definitely somebody that needs to be, or a front row that needs to be reckoned with. Then Peter Bluffnote says, Marcel, the Sharks played good last night. And Marcel also said, good luck to the Lions. My team already won last night. And then Marcel says, Guru Yeve Viljoen at number 10. So Eddie Fouchier as well as Jordan Hendricks are out injured. Not so sure about Eddie Fouchier. He was supposed to start this one, but I don't know exactly what the problem there was. But Yeve Viljoen will be playing at number 10 today. Then Gert Knutsen says, hello Guru, our team did it last night. Hope the SA teams can do it this weekend. Let's hope they can pull it off, Gert. I'm really looking forward to see a really good game from the Lions today. Going and having a look at this Glasgow side, we saw a little bit of them last week. Cole Forbes, Carl Steyn, Nick Grick, Sam Johnson, Rufus McLean, Ross Thompson, Jamie Dobie. And then in the front row, we've got Jamie Barty, Fraser Brown, Murray McCullum in the front row, Lewis Beam and Richie Gray in the lock combination, Ryan Wilson, Rory Darch, and Jack Dempsey forming the loose trio for this Glasgow side. And then going by what we saw last week, we know Forbes are quite a dangerous counter-attacking fullback. Carl Steyn and Rufus McLean, very dangerous on the wings when they are given the opportunity. And then Nick Grick and Sam Johnson forming a very formidable combination, with Sam Johnson being man of the match last weekend. Then obviously Ross Thompson had a phenomenal game against the Sharks as well. Jamie Dobie coming in, not too much known about him at this stage. Jamie Barty, Fraser Brown and Murray McCullum did a phenomenal work against the Sharks in the forwards. Richie Gray, as always, international Scotland player, with Ryan Wilson and Jack Dempsey, who did really well off the bench as well for them. So definitely going to be very interesting. And then not too much known about Rory Darch at this stage. Going through the comments section again here, Tian Pro 56 asked, are you going to do the Stormers game? Yes, I will. So luckily for us, all the games are basically after each other. So we've got the Lions game now, then we've got the Stormers game, and then we've got the Bulls game after that. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how it's going to play out. But 3 very good games up ahead for us, and looking forward to it quite a lot. Let's go and have a look quickly at the benches for the Lions and Glasgow. So for Glasgow, you've got Johnny Matthews, Brad Thayer, Murphy Walker, Rob Harley, Matt Ferguson, George Horn, Duncan Weir, and Sione Tuipolotto. So another great bench here in the likes of Sione Tuipolotto, Duncan Weir, George Horn will definitely come on and make a difference on the field. Then for the Lions, we've got PJ Puerta, Morgan Odia, Carlos Sadi, Reinhard Notnagel, Sibusiso, Sangweni, Morne van der Berg, Matt Moore, and Wandisile Similani. So a packed bench for the Lions as well, with the likes of Carlos Sadi, Morne van der Berg, and Wandisile Similani, that can make a massive impact off the bench for these two teams today. Let me know in the comment section, guys, who you guys are supporting today. My Super Brew, I've went with the Glasgow Warriors by, I think, 15 or 16 points. But in my heart, I'm a South African fan, so I will be rooting for the Lions all the way today. But just to be realistic, I did win for the Glasgow Warriors to win this one. Peter Bluffnote says, we must win today. Lions can do it, and surely they can. It all's going to depend on how they're going to do in that first 40 minutes. The Sharks got blown away in that first 40. Let's hope the Lions don't get blown away as well today, and we see a really tight, physical, contested game between the two sides today. Peter Blacknett also says Lions all the way. Guys, we do have a voting system up, a poll at the moment, asking the question whether can South Africa teams bounce back in the URC. We saw the Sharks do it last night, and 85% of you says yes, while 15% says no. So, let's go out and support our fellow South African teams and hope for the best possible result in the end of the day. Marcel Solier says first try will go to the Lions. one of the centres say he's backing Manuel Russ or Birgit Oudendal to get the first try of this game. Let's see if you are going to be correct, Marcel. I'm going for, well, I think it's going to play out penalty each side first off, with maybe Glasgow getting the first penalty, and then the Lions will get one, and then obviously I think Glasgow will end up scoring the first try of the game. So if not, if the Lions do manage to get the first try of the game, then I think it will go to Maxwani. But if Glasgow have to score, I think it will be either St. Johnson or a forward try, maybe Jack Dempsey or Ryan Wilson or even Richie Gray. The referee for today is Gianluca Gnecchi, which I have no clue. I've never seen him referee before. So it does look like an Italian referee. So let's hope he can have a really good one, because the referees have been coming under scrutiny as of late as well. So hopefully he can have a really good game today, officiating this game to the best of his ability. So yeah, guys, we're not too far away from kickoff for this one. I'm sure teams will be running out any second now. So don't forget to like this video. It will help a lot with the algorithm, and then also subscribe and share if you guys are new to this channel. They are playing at the Scotsnown Stadium in Scotland, so it should be a cracker of a game, this one. We saw the Sharks come here last week and getting hammered in the process, basically in the first half. Sharks managing to win that second half though, but it's going to be a completely different story here today. Tian Pro says Lions best hope for EW Viljoen today. Yeah, he is starting on the 10, guys. So for those of you who haven't seen the starting lineups for these two teams, let's quickly go through them again and just show you guys exactly what is going on here. So for the Lions, we've got Dylan Rousseau, Stian Pienaar, Manuel Russ, Birgit Oudendal, Raps Maxwani, EW Viljoen and Andre Warner in the back line. Then Ruan Strauly, Vincent Chichuka, Jaco Kriel, Pieter Jansen van Vieren, Ruben Skuman, Yanni du Plessis, Jaco Versaghi and Steve Satoli. A very formidable young Lions side, this one, that can rip apart any competition on the day. But then you get this Glasgow team which they're up against today, and you immediately feel that it might become a long day. We've got Cole Forbes, Carl Steyn, Nick Grick, Sam Johnson, Rufus McLean, Ross Thompson, Jamie Dobie, and then in the forwards, Jamie Barty, Fraser Brown, Murray McCullum, Lewis Beam, Richie Gray, Ryan Wilson, Rory Darch and Jack Dempsey for this Glasgow Warriors side. So yeah, all the best of luck to this Lions side today. It could become a long day, but let's hope it's a nice and tight and a good affair today. The benches for today: Johnny Matthews, Brad Thayer, Murphy Walker, Rob Harley, Matt Ferguson, George Horn, Duncan Weir, Sione Tui Pelotto for the Glasgow Warriors. And then for the Lions, we've got PJ Botha, Morgan Odia, Carlos Sadi, Reinhard Noordnagel, Sibusiso Sangweni, Morne van der Berg, Matt Moore and Wandisile Similani on this bench for this Lions side. So yeah, the Lions have now run onto the field. We're just awaiting the Glasgow Warriors, and then we should get this game underway, guys. So yeah, let's press that like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Marcel Salia asking, Guru, do you have your juice ready? Gonna be a long night. So I'm actually gonna be on a coffee can today, Marcel. It was a hectic weekend last week, so I'm trying to behave this time round. Marcel asking, Guru, when will you show us some of your Merc again? So Marcel, I've got the glasses. I've got the wine. Well, not the wine. I've got the beer glass. Your normal. Well, how do you call it? You've got the bottle-shaped beer glass, and then you've got your normal beer glass. Then you've got your normal drinking glass, and also your whiskey glass. So I think what I'll do is I will put it available and put all the prices on. If you guys are interested to buy any of the Merc, we can do it. I'm going to do it on my own at this stage, so shipping unfortunately will have to be included into the price as well. So it might be a little bit expensive at the start, but yeah, if you guys want to go out and support me, I will put up the Merc for you guys real soon so you can see exactly what is going on. Right, so this game is about to get underway, and it is going to be the Glasgow Warriors to get this game underway for us, guys. So hopefully we'll see a really good game. Here we go, guys. The kickoff from the Glasgow Warriors, and it's Thompson who kicks it off and into the hands of Strowley early on here for the Lions. Just outside of the 22 now, controlled by the Lions, and they've got it. Andre Warner controlling it. He is going to go with a box kick over the top. Is Andre Warner now. The chase coming from the Lions side. That's a brilliant kick, but beautifully collected there by the Glasgow Warriors fullback Cole Forbes, and almost immediately Manuel Russ gets penalised there, and a penalty to the Glasgow Warriors on the 10-metre line here. Taking the player out in the air is Manuel Russ. So yeah, discipline is going to be vital in this game if this Lions side wants to win it. We saw it last week with the Sharks as well. Right, so are they going to go for the 3-pointer like I predicted, or will they go for touch this time round? Let's see. Yanni du Plessis just having a talk with the referee real quickly. So Glasgow's not going to have a shot at goal. They are going to kick this into touch, and it's Rob Thompson who's going to have the early opportunity to put this 5 metres out from the touchline, which he does perfectly. So Glasgow with the first real opportunity of this game, just a minute and a half into this. A chance for Glasgow to really set up the standard here today. The throw-in is going to come now from Fraser Brown for the Glasgow Warriors. Just 5 metres out from the try line. First line-out throw of the day. Taken, it's a short throw in here, and just a metre short now after a good drive here from the Glasgow Warriors. Fraser Brown gets it out now. There's an opportunity. Strong running from Sam Johnson. Just a metre short now. Here they come again. Driving their way forward is Jack Dempsey. Just short of the try line. Here they come again now. Lions defence just holding out, and a try's been awarded. Unfortunately, they're just getting the touchdown. And it is, I think it's Lewis Beam who got the try for them. Let's just have a look at this real quickly on the replay. But it's not a good start here for the Lions at all. So let's just put that on real quickly. The countdown scorer as well. There we go. And also the first points going to the Glasgow Warriors basically from the kickoff here under the post. So should be an easy 3-point as well. I think it's maybe Butty who went over for the try there for Glasgow. So Thompson now just with the conversion, but I've already added the 2 points as I really can't see it going any other way. Mark Dunphy asked, do you ship to Ulaanbaatar? So I'm not sure if I will be able to do it, Mark, but we can always find out how much it would cost to get it to Ulaanbaatar. How much will it work out if I take 2 beer classes with shipping to Port Guru? So Marcel, I'll get back to you on that one. You can WhatsApp me on this number. Let me just give it to you, and you can contact me on this number and we can have a chat. Right, so the kickoff here from the Lions have been taken by the Glasgow Warriors, and now it is controlled at the back here by Dobie, who's going to go with a box kick over the top now. Not the greatest of kick from him, and it comes back into the hands of Yevie Viljoen, but 2 knock-ons there, first from the Glasgow Warriors and now one from Yevie Viljoen. So scrum down to the Lions. Marcel says you forgot your countdown timer, Guru. Sorry, man. It's a little bit difficult because I'm still struggling with the Glasgow Warriors team lineup a little bit. So I've got the team lineup right in front of me, and then I have to switch back to the comment sections and everything else. So I noticed when I switched back that the countdown timer wasn't on. So hopefully all is running now, and we're in for a really good one today. Right, so about 4.5 minutes gone in this opening first half, and the Glasgow Warriors have scored the opening try early on. Right, scrum feet now. Andre Warner, it's gone down on the side of Yanni du Plessis. but the referee says play on now. Andre Warner gets it out to Manuel Russ, who's going to charge it up to just 5 meters out from the 22. Warner now gets it out to Vincent Chachuka. Good defense from Glasgow at the moment, but a penalty to the Lions. So they need to stamp off their authority and go for touch here as well. Richie Gray there penalised for not rolling away. So 5 minutes gone in this one. And what will the Lions decide to do? Glasgow turning down the three-pointer early on in this game and going for the try. But it seems like the Lions will be going for the three-pointer here. Marcel says no stress. Right, so three-pointer opportunity now for Xavier Viljoen for the Lions. I didn't know that he's a renowned goal kicker, so it might be a difficult day for him at the box or at the kicking tee today. Xavier Viljoen just 5 meters out from the 22, about 20 meters from the left-hand touchline, will now attempt to put the Lions on the board for today. He is taking his time with this kick. He looks a little bit stressed out, but the strike is sweet and it goes over. So the Lions have got their first points of the game as well. So 7 points to 3 here after about 6 minutes of play in this one. Right, restart now coming from the fly-off. Ross Thompson here for the Glasgow Warriors. Right, a high-hanging kickoff from him, beautifully into the air, but beautifully ticked up there by Pieter Janse van Vieren for the Lions. Now, Andre Warner gets it out to Ruben Skuman, who makes a couple of meters here for the Lions. Now, ball coming back slowly for Andre Warner. Looks like he is going to go with a box kick over the top. No, he gets it out to Xavier Viljoen. The Lions look to run this from their own 22, but decide against it and kicks it downfield into the hands of Rob Thompson. Runabout on the 10-meter line in Glasgow's half. Kicks it downfield as well. Oh, into the hands of Devan Rousseau, who's knocked it on. And here comes Sam Johnson now for Glasgow. Just 5 meters out from the 22 now is Glasgow Warriors on the attack. Richie Gray at scrum off. Gets it out to Thompson. Puts a little chip kick in behind. But Xavier Viljoen there to make the mark for them. And we'll see whether we go back for that knock-on from Devan Rousseau or not. Yeah, we are going to go back for that knock-on from Devan Rousseau. And early jitters here for the Lions as one goes straight through the breadbasket there. Simslayer says, electricity went off at my crib. Let's go, Lewis. Marcel Celia says, Guru Achilles is quiet this weekend. You think he's going to show up for the Bulls game? No power in Napier, says Johannes. Yeah, so Achilles did message me earlier this morning saying that he won't be available this weekend. So, guys, we have to do without Achilles this weekend. Luckily, it's not too busy, these streams of the URC. So, he is taking the weekend off this week. Right, Derby with the scrum feed for Glasgow. And a chance now for Glasgow. On the 10-meter line, they get it out now. Out wide they go. Sam Johnson into a gap up to the 22-meter line. Brought down now. Dobie Thompson back inside to Dempsey. Over the 22 they go. Dobie again. Passes not collected. But here they come again now. Lewis Bean makes a couple of meters now. Back it comes to Barty. Barty just driving his way forward for Glasgow. Inside the 22 now. Here they come again now. It is Beam again who takes it up for them. Have he lost that ball? No, it goes backwards. Dobie gets it out to... Oh, that one is a knock-on. And it's knocked on there by Ryan Wilson. So a chance now for the Lions with the scrum down inside their own 22. Well, bad mistake there from Ryan Wilson, who knocked that ball on, unfortunately for them. Right, scrum down to the Lions, right on the 22-meter line, inside their own half. 9 minutes gone in this game, and it's a 7-3 game at the moment. Can the Lions hold out? Glasgow looking dangerous very early on here. Simsley says, how the Boks going to play in the Northern Hemisphere too? I think they'll do pretty well, just for the fact that they have been away from home for the Rugby Championship as well, and did really well. It's going to be tight. It could go either way, but looking for at least 2 out of 3 victories, if possible. Right, the Lions have got this scrum, and they're driving forward here, trying to milk a penalty, and they do get it. It's a penalty to the Lions from the scrum, and a big one there from the old veteran Yanni du Plessis and Steve Satoli. Good scrum there from the Lions. Right, 10 minutes gone in this one, guys, and the Lions holding firmly at the moment. Gave away that early penalty from the kickoff, basically, where Glasgow hit it to the 5-meter line and just burst their way over the try line. So, yeah, apart from that, it's been quite a tight game. Zebre Viljoen's kick downfield has found touch between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside Glasgow's half, and a chance now for the Lions. Can they do this? Simslayer says, hit the like button, fellas. Please do go ahead and press that like button, guys. All the support I need will be appreciated. Marcel says, I think the Boks will do good with a lot of confidence after beating the All Blacks. Taken in there by Pieter Jansen van Vieren now. Burger Oenendal is going to straighten the line. Good defense from Glasgow. Warner gets it out now to Jakob Kriel, who's knocked it on, unfortunately. And it's going to be a scrum down to Glasgow, about 5 meters out from their own 22. So the little handling errors at the moment costing both sides at this stage after just 11 minutes of play. We saw Divan Rousseau knock that ball on in the air as well. And then also we've seen Ryan Wilson knock it on for the Glasgow Warriors close, well, inside the 22 of the Lions. And now Jakob Kriel knocking it on just 5 meters out from the 22. They'll have to do better than this. Right, so it's going to be Dobie to feed this ball to the scrum here for Glasgow. And we saw last week how dangerous this team can be on the attack. Dobie with this feed to the scrum. Can he do this? The Lions scrum has been dominant from the onset, and another big one. But Dobie has got it off the back now, and they've got a bit of space here as they go wide, but it's been knocked on by the Lions, unfortunately, in the tackle as the Lions tried to make their way up to the try line there. But we're coming back all the way back again to the 22-meter line. Well, basically, let's just see, to the 10-meter line where the ball got knocked out of Stian Pienaar. So Nick Griggs there on the attack gets Stian Pienaar with just that little tackle going, touching the ball, and a knock on from him. So scrum down to the Glasgow Warriors right here on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow Warriors half. Simslayer asking any Lions supporters here. Well, I'm supporting the Lions today, Simslayer. My side already won last night, so we're backing the Lions today. And I'm sure a lot of the other guys as well, like Marcel and Johannes and Tian and Mark is all, and Peter Blichnout is all supporting, as well as Gert, supporting the Lions today. Right, Dobie with the scrum feed gets it out to Thompson now. And now it's a chance here out wide. They go. Opportunity out wide for them, as it is the number 14 on the run here up to the 22-meter line. And that's a great breakaway from Kyle Steyn there. But the Lions have managed to get that ball. Jakob Kriel doing great work now. Pieter Jansen van Vieren just inside the 22 now of the Lions. Andre Warner's got this ball at the ruck. He's going to get it out to Zebre Viljoen, who's going to kick it. Is he going to find touch? No, it's gone straight down the middle of the field. And now collected by Forbes. Gets it out to Kyle Steyn again. Now there's an opportunity. They move it out wide. Nick Griggs gets it up to the 10-meter line here for the Warriors. Now Ryan Wilson gets it out to Dobie. Between the 10 and the halfway line here inside Lions territory. Dobie out to Thompson again. Now's a chance here for them. If they move it wide again, it's Forbes on the attack. Beats one defender. And over the 10-meter line he goes. Between the 22 and the 10 now. Here comes Thompson again. Gets it out to Nick Griggs. Nearly intercept, but they get the pass away. Wilson. Out it goes. Beautiful step here from the Glasgow Warriors. And it is a great run there from Rufus McLean. Just 10 meters out now. Here they come again. It is Murray McCallum now. Dobie, out it goes to Fraser Brown. Jack Dempsey loses that ball in the tackle, but it's gone backwards as the referee right on the 22-meter line now. Glasgow Warriors gets the penalty there. Playing the ball on the ground there is Peter Janssen van... Well, it's Rudolf... it's Ruan Strali who got penalised there, unfortunately. And maybe the right decision at the right time, because Glasgow were quite on the attack there. But we can see how dangerous they do in these counter-attack opportunities. Yeah, Sim Slayer says, including me. Peter says, yes, Lions all the way. Johanna said, today I support the Lions. And then Eric Davison, for my peace of mind, Guru, please pronounce it Glasgow, if only just once. So, is it Glasgow? Or Glasgow. Surely it must be right. Glasgow. Did I pronounce it correct, Eric? Well, there is a penalty attempt now from Rob Thompson anyway. So, right in front of the post, an opportunity to put the Glasgow Warriors into the lead by 7 points again. Right, Thompson with the penalty kick. And straight through the middle it goes. So 10 points to 3. Glasgow lead the Lions. Lions will have to do better on the defense at the moment. Right, so 16 minutes gone in this first half. 10 points to 3. It is Glasgow leading this game at the moment. Glasgow. Right, here we go. The restart now from the Lions into the hands of Richie Gray. Just inside the 22 now of Glasgow. Taken in there by Fraser Brown. Are the Lions going to be penalised for not rolling away? No, it's done well by Jakob Kriel. Now Dobie again now is probably going to go the box kick over the top from the 22-meter line. Does so. The chase now coming from McCullum. But into touch it goes. So it's going to be Lions line out right on halfway here. A good clearance kick there from Dobie. And making sure that it goes into touch. Right. We've had 17 minutes, guys. And it is a really tight affair so far between these two sides, with the Warriors really looking to go on the attack from anywhere on the field at the moment. Right, Jakob Versace with the throw in, finds Peter Janssen van Vieren. Now it's Burger Widdendal out to Vincent Chichuka. Over halfway they go now, Andre Warner again. Out it comes to Jakob Kriel, takes it up to the 10-meter line now. Andre Warner again, gets it out to Yuri Viljoen, tackled this Manuel Russ right on the 10-meter line now. Andre Warner waiting for this one to come back, gets it now out to Ruan Strali, who makes a couple of meters right on the 10-meter line now. Yuri Viljoen now trying to straighten the line, gets the offload to Jakob Kriel, but he's knocked it on. And a chance now here for Glasgow to counter-attack. Fraser Brown with a sloppy pass, gets it out to Forbes now. The pass out to McLean. And a chance now here for Glasgow right on the 10-meter line. Dobie gets it out to McCullum again right on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow's half. And a chance now. Looks like Dobie's going to go with a box kick. The chip and chase here. Does go with the box kick over the top and straight into the hands of Devon Rousseau this time. Tries to step one, beats Rufus McLean up to the 10-meter line, tackled by Ryan Wilson there. Andre Warner just waiting for this ball now. Comes out Vincent Chichuka, sets it up. Roundabout on the 10-meter line, inside Lions territory. And it looks like Andre Warner is going to go now with the box kick over the top. Trying to put pressure on the defenses. Now Stian Pienaar trying to chase after that. But beautifully taken by Dobie on the halfway line for Glasgow Warriors. Now Ryan Wilson gets it out to Richie Gray. Rob Thompson now with a kick downfield. And caught by Devon Rousseau and makes the mark inside the 22. About 5 meters from the right-hand touch line. Right. Eric says, yes, Glasgow, the accent is strong. Spot on commentary again. Sim Slayer says, well, Graham, are you watching the game with your lamb sitting next to you heard in Wales, you'll have more lambs than people. Oh, come on. So I've heard that as well, but yeah, I know it's quite a sensitive issue, so let's not go there. And I mean, basically, Glasgow is in Scotland, so that joke you'll have to leave for the Cardiff game against the Bulls later today. Marcel asking Guru, how many games is there in total for the URC? I'm not sure, Marcel. Actually, I've never watched that to see how many games. Oh, Glasgow on the attack, and here they come now. Forbes gets it out to Carl Steyn, but the tackle from Mxwane is good. Fraser Brown now, just 10 meters short, a little knock on there, and the Lions let off the hook yet again. This time it's Rory Darch who knocks that ball on just over the 22-meter line. So, yeah, great attacking move here. Rufus McLean came in beautifully. Rob Thompson and then Forbes as well. The pass, a little bit of a miracle pass out to Darch there. So, one have to feel sorry for him there. Well, it's actually Carl Steyn who knocked it on first time round. Right, so 20 minutes and a half gone in this game. And it's a 7-point game at the moment. Johannes Payne says, I will use the glass to put in brandy today. Will Graham says, Glasgow fan here. Thanks for the commentary. No problem, Will. Really enjoy it. Right, so Andre Warner now with the scrum feed to this, feed to the scrum here. Just inside the 22 of the Lions. Beautiful scrum from both sides here. And Andre Warner now getting it out to Yves Viljoen, who's going to put it to the boot. And that's a massive kick from him. Down the field it goes to round about, let's see, should be around the 10-meter line inside Lions territory. So far Yves Viljoen doing a good job at fly half. But again, Glasgow now with another chance to attack here. Still 18 minutes to go in this first half. And Fraser Brown now with the throw-in. He finds Bean. Now off the back they go. Great strong run there from Sam Johnson up to the 10-meter line. Now it's taken forward by Fraser Brown. Fraser Brown knocks it backwards, and now Dobie, tackled by Vincent Chichuka, gets the ball out to Thompson. Now Griggs. Griggs caught on the 10-meter line here inside Lions territory. Right in the middle of the field. Pick and go here from Dempsey. Gets it out to Barty. And let's see if they're going to get that ball back. Is Glasgow? Yes, they will. So Dobie gets it out now to Jack Dempsey again. Just short of the 10-meter line here inside Lions territory. Here they come again. Rob Thompson out to Greg. Now there's space here for Carl Steyn. Gets it out to Sam Johnson. And now another charge by Barch. But a penalty advantage coming for them now for a high tackle. Here they come again. Greg's out to Thompson. Thompson with a cross kick here. And Rufus McLean won't be there in time. So they are going to come back for the high tackle on Rory Darch. Some good play there from Glasgow again. Just stretching this Lions defence. And one have to ask the question, how long will they be able to hold out? Simslayer says a try and we're back in the game. Lions need to mitigate their mistakes. And Jan Opperman says, please turn your camera to the screen that you're watching the rugby on. I wish I could, Jan, but I will get banned from YouTube if I do that. So, yeah, unfortunately, I have to just keep up with the commentary for now. Right, so Glasgow have gone for touch here. 10 meters out from the Lions try line. And a chance now for Glasgow to have another go here at the Lions try line. Fraser Brown to feed this ball to the line out. And it looks like I've become accustomed to the names now. So hopefully it will be a bit more enjoyable from here on in. Fraser Brown now. With the throw in, finds B now. And the driving ball coming from Glasgow now. Just 5 meters out from the try line now. Controlled at the back here. Oh, and it's a beautiful breakaway from Fraser Brown. Just 2 meters short now. Dobie out to Dempsey. Good defense from the Lions. Pushing him backwards. The Australian international. Now gets it out to Barty again. Still 5 meters out now. Dobie gets it out to Darch. Darch held up in the tackle beautifully. Still the Lions defense holding out. Dobie out to Bean. Bean making a couple of meters. Still coming now. Dobie again out to Griggs. Driven back in the tackle by Vincent Chichuka and Manuel Russ. Now Dobie again. Out it goes to Barty. Makes a couple of meters. Just 10 meters out now from the try line again. Right in the middle. Dobie again. Thompson. Long cut out pass to McLean. But the cover defense is there. Devon Rousseau missing the initial tackle, but tackled by Sitoli, and a penalty to the Lions. Coming in from the side is the call against the Glasgow Warriors there, and the Lions have survived it once again. Some Slayer says, is Edinburgh in Scotland or Ireland? I kind of support Edinburgh. So Edinburgh is also in Scotland, so yeah, they between Edinburgh and Glasgow. I think Glasgow is the better of the two. So we'll see how it goes. The kick downfield finds touch roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line inside Lions territory. Still 14 and a half minutes to go in this first half, guys. Right, so Jaco Versaghi now with the throw in to this line out for the Lions. Is there a noticeable difference at scrum off? Anyone sharper with the pass, longer passes? So Dobie has looked a lot better so far, Eric. I mean, Andre Warner has done the basics correct, but really at this stage you can't really separate the two, apart from the fact that Dobie has had more possession than Andre Warner. So the Lions now are driving more now. Andre Warner with a box kick over the top. That is going to be way too long, and into the hands of Rufus McLean now. Just 5 meters short of their own 22 is Glasgow. Dobie still waiting for this one now. And he's going to give it out to the big forwards. Just setting up a decent effort, but over to the ball they go, and a penalty to the Lions. And another chance now maybe to draw back another 3 points. It is about 5 meters from the right-hand touchline. So they might even set up a line out here for the Lions. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like it was Barty who got penalized there. And decision time now for the Lions here. Now, they are going to have a shot at goal. So Yevye Viljoen will attempt this kick at goal. So it's about 10 meters from the right-hand touchline. And a difficult kick coming up. Now it is, well, 5 meters from the right-hand touchline. Marcel says, Guru will be back shortly. Need to go and buy some brandy for the big night. No problem, Marcel. Jan says, just joking. Missed the smiley face. No problem there, Jan. Right, so Yevye Viljoen now with an attempt here to draw the Lions back within 4 points of this game. With still about 12 minutes to go in this first half. Let's see, he lines it up, and that kick is over. So that's a really good kick there from Yevye Viljoen, who draws the Lions back within 4 points now in this first half. So a much tighter affair than the Sharks Glasgow game last week. Right, Mike has joined in as well. Says, how's it, Guru? Thanks for rugby commentary. No problem, Mike. Really enjoyed it. Then Sim says, I believe after 5 seasons, Suffolk teams are going to dominate the URC. These season 4 upcoming lessons are going to be trial and error. Not quite, I don't think so. But here we go again. Glasgow secured that ball from the kickoff. And now Jack Dempsey up to the 10-meter line inside Lions territory. Dobie now waiting for it. Gets it back now to Dart. He makes a couple. Oh, he's broken straight through here. Tries the offload, but it bounces back into the hands of the Lions. Counter-attack opportunity now, Jaco Krill. Right on the 10-meter line now, Andre Warner gets it back to Yevye Viljoen, who gets it out to Devon Rousseau on the 22-meter line. Space on the outside here, overlap for them. Burger Winnendal straightening the line beautifully. Now needs support though, up to the 10-meter line. Inside Glasgow's half now, Warner gets it out to Steve Satoli. Oh, he's knocked it on. And it's going to be a scrum down to Glasgow. But between the 10 and the 22-meter line inside their own half. Well, some exciting play there from the Lions. But Just that last pass handling errors costing them at the moment. Both sides really. Every time they come on the attack, just on the 22 or just short of the 22, both teams tend to knock that ball on. Either the defense are superior inside the 22 or they're just getting a little bit nervous and knocks it on. Right, so time is off now at the moment here as there will be an injury break to one of the Glasgow players at the moment. We still got 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this first half. So just waiting on play to get back a little bit later. Well, there will be a small break here. But both teams have had great opportunities. A great breakaway there from Darch. Just couldn't get the offload. There was it to Fraser Brown, who just couldn't hold on to that ball. And then the counter-attack came from the Lions, and it looked really good for a second there until they also knocked the ball on. Gregor Townsend in the stands here, watching the Glasgow Warriors today, probably making sure that he does make a good selection. Scotland obviously playing South Africa on the 6th of November, I think it is. Is it the 6th or the 13th of November? I'm not quite sure at this stage. But time is back on now, and we're going to have a scrum down to the Glasgow Warriors. Peter Gous asking, is load shedding affecting you today? So luckily it's not going to affect me at all, Peter. So we had it early this morning from 6 to 8, and then we're keen for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow we will be off from 6 to 8 again, and then again from 2 until 4. So luckily for today it's not affecting me. Sim Slayer says, man, some pundit mentioned that to reduce the errors South teams make, we need to get our rugby schools to emphasize practice passing and catching significantly. Yeah, because you do get the big boys that just want to rumble in the jungle, really just bashing it up most of the time. Right, Sam Johnson has got it off the back here for Glasgow, almost up to the 10-meter line, inside their own half now. Dobie is going to go with the box kick over the top now, and a chase coming from Carl Steyn. And yeah, it is going to come back now. Barty has got it for the Glasgow Warriors on the 10-meter line, inside Lions territory. Now Dobie out to Thompson, gets it out to Sam Johnson, who gets the long cutout pass to McLean. But it's not a clean pass though. Now McLean is straight through. He's beaten the defenders quite significantly there. And gets the offload. Was it a forward pass to Griggs? Yes, it was. So the Lions led off the hook yet again here. And Rufus McLean made a clean break there through the Lions defense. So the Lions will definitely have a look at their defense. Manuel Russ missing that vital tackle, and Divan Rousseau as well. It was actually Maxwani who came back to make a brilliant tackle, and then in the pass, unfortunately, went forward to Griggs. So, yeah, Glasgow keep pushing on. How long will this Lions team be able to keep them out in this game? If they can hold on for at least this first half and then regroup for the second half, we might be in for a tight one. But I'm getting a little bit worried that the Lions defense might not be able to hold on for the full 80 minutes here. Another stoppage in play at the moment. We still got 8.5 minutes to go. 8.5 minutes to go here in this game, in this first half here. Ethan says a ruthless McLean break there. Yeah. Rufus McLean. Right, so let's see what's going to happen with this last 8.5 minutes in this first half, guys. Sim says, have you ever had some fight with you during a stream in the comment section, Guru? I just don't go into that sort of stuff, Sim. I'll rather ignore or block him rather than taking it to the comment section, Sim. Right, Andre Warner out to Burger Woodendal inside at 22 now. Bit isolated, but they do get it back. Andre Warner now to Yevye Falun, who's going to put it to the boot. And that's not going to find touch into the hands of McLean. Gets it out to Forbes now. Forbes is going to have a run up to the 10-meter line. Needs to defend better as the Lions at the moment. Dobie gets it back now. Oh, just a little bit of a delay, and Andre Warner leave him for pieces there with a poor pass backwards to Rob Thompson. All the way back to the halfway line for Glasgow now. Dobie now gets it out to Barty again, and over that ball is the Lions, but they won't get it back. The Glasgow will get it. And now Dobie's going to go with a box kick over the top here. Chase coming now from McLean, as well as from Ryan Wilson, but beautifully taken by Viljoen. And now Vincent Chichuka caught by Griggs between the 10 and the 22-meter line now. Warner gets it out to Emmanuel Russ. Steps one, almost up to the 10-meter line inside his own half now. Warner waiting for this one now. Is it going to go himself? No, he's going to throw it back to Yves Viljoen, who's going to try and kick this downfield straight into the hands of Forbes now. Well, it's actually Dobie who's got it, who's going to put it on the boot again now, and into the hands of Divan Rousseau on the 22-meter line. He's going to kick it downfield, looking for distance as well. The bounce of the ball's terrible for Rufus McLean, but he somehow managed to get it inside the 22. Now he's going to have a run. Oh, thumping tackle there from Ruan Strowley on him, and this could be trouble for Glasgow. Somehow they get it back now between the 10 and the 22-meter line. It's taken up by Richie Gray now, and ruck has been set here by Glasgow. Looks like Dobie's going to go with the box kick again over the top here, and into the hands of Stian Pino now on the 10-meter line. He's going to have a run up to halfway. He goes, needs support now. Andre Warner now, out it goes to Ruan Strowley again, sets it up on the 10-meter line. Here they come again, is the Lions now. Yves Viljoen, they need to spread this ball. Stian Pino caught on halfway now, and Warner now gets it out to Viljoen again. The pass out to Jaco Kriel. Did he knock it on? No. Referee says it's gone backwards. Now Manuel Russ again on halfway. Penalty to the Lions. And Jack Dempsey gets penalised for a high tackle there. I think the Lions were let off the hook there by that knock on, because it did look like Jaco Kriel knocked it on. But anyway, we'll play it. High tackle from Jack Dempsey. Right, Appel says, hello Guru, how's it going Appel? Will Graves says, Rufus McLean has gas to spare, absolutely. And then Sim says, hit the like button fellas, show your support for the channel by pressing that like button and subscribing. Will Graves says, Sim Slay sharing a virtual beer with you across the globe. Nepal Guide says, great to see you commentating on a Glasgow game. At least this time I know who to support, unlike the other Lions. Sim says, thanks Will Graves, same to you. Come on, Lions. Right, so the kick downfield here from the Lions have found touch. Let's just see where exactly it has found touch. Jakob Versaki will be throwing this ball in. See where exactly. Right on the 22-meter line. Taken by Pieter Janssen van Vieren. Now Jaco Kriel the back inside to Jakob Versaki. Now Andre Warner has picked it up. Just 5 meters out from the try line. Now it's the Lions. Great little barge there from Warner. But... a knock on from the Lions, and I think it's Ruan Strowley who's knocked it on there. Just a little bit too eager to get that ball out of the ruck. Warner was taken into the ruck with the run that he had, so somebody else had to play scrum off, and it was Ruan Strowley who unfortunately knocked that ball on in the attempt. Well, it's actually Jakob Versaki. Nepal Guide says, come on Warriors. So scrum down to the Glasgow Warriors, 5 meters out from their own try line here. We still got 3.5 minutes to go in this first half. Tight contested game so far, but if I have to say one team that has dominated so far, I must give it to the Warriors for their great breakouts at certain given times where the Lions defense looked to be in tatters. Looks like Tui Piloto will be coming onto the field here for Glasgow. And it might be Sam Johnson who has had to leave the field here. Not sure who's gone off. We'll find out soon. Yeah, it is Johnson who's off. Tui Piloto on the field for Sam Johnson. 5 meters out from their own try line. The Warriors now with the scrum feed here. And we've got 3 minutes left in this first half. Right, Derby to feed this one. Some Slayer says, oh man, come on now. Wish I could watch the game live. It seems captivating. Scrum goes down there, and we will have a reset scrum coming up. Gatnitzer says, can I contact you anytime on WhatsApp? Have to talk to you about a donation. Cannot do it from Vietnam. No problem, Gat. You can contact me on WhatsApp anytime. I am awake most of the day, so not getting too much sleep during the nights anyway, as yeah, that's the only time that I have basically for myself. So then I do some other videos and stuff, so contact me anytime, Gat. Right, Dobie with the scrum feed here to this to the scrum, 5 meters out, and it's gone down. Free kick to Glasgow. So expecting them to thump this downfield and release some pressure. 2 minutes to go in this first half, and the Lions tried to put a little bit of pressure on him, but paid the price. Nepal Guide says Johnson is off on a HIA, so he will be coming back onto the field if he can safely get past that test. Right, so the line out between the halfway line and the 10-meter line here inside Glasgow Warriors half. Chance now with a minute and a half to play in this first half. Can Glasgow attack one more time here before half time? Or can the Lions turn this over and attack themselves? They have looked pretty good on the counter-attack themselves. So, backing either way. Some Slayers Guru, would you ever host a live stream with your local South African fans at a bar? We all agreed to meet during a massive box game like Rugby World Cup semi-final or final. It's an idea. I wouldn't mind doing that, Sim. As long as it's worth all of the people involved's time. Right, here comes the Glasgow Warriors, and a beautiful breakaway from Forbes. Puts a little kick in behind, but McSwaney has made a mark there. And a clever call from McSwaney. He knew that if he was going to put that ball down on the try line, it was going to be a goal line kick in, and he's made the mark and he's got a horrible kick away instead. But luckily, as it slices off his boot, it does find touch runabout between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Inside Lions territory, of course. So with 10 seconds to go before halftime, Glasgow will have one more opportunity. But what a break there from Forbes, and Stian Pienaar and Devon Rasouda guilty party there. So here they come again now. Dobie gets it out to Fraser Brown. Just short of the 22 now. Dobie again gets it out to Jack Dempsey. Makes a couple of meters. But Ruan Australia has gone over that ball and he's ripped it beautifully for the Lions. Now Jaco Kriel gets it out to Burger Wittendal. Out to Manuel Russ. Gets it to McSwaney. But McSwaney has stepped into touch. And that will be the end of the first half, unfortunately, because he did have a bit of space there. Some just to get back on that one, would I ever host a live stream with your local South African fans at a bar? Absolutely, I wouldn't mind doing that at all. Like I said, if it's worth all the people involved's time, then no problem at all. Right, so what a first half this has been. There's 4 points between them. Both teams have looked really good on the attack, but have not been able to capitalize through silly handling errors. And it's just basic stuff, man. So hopefully both teams will have a much better second half here coming up. But my honest opinion, Glasgow has looked more dangerous than the Lions at times. I'm going to take a quick break, guys, but don't go anywhere. When we do come back, we will be doing the second half of this game. Right, we are back here for the second half of this game between the Glasgow Warriors and the Lions, and it's quite a close first half, 10 points to 6. Glasgow leading the Lions at the moment, but yeah, it's been quite thrilling and entertaining at times. It's just handling errors, basic stuff that letting both teams down at the moment. Going through the comments section here, Sim says 4 points isn't enough, scoreboard pressure, Lions can get back. And then Barry says happy it's a close one, better than what we have seen in the past 2 rounds. Then Will Graham says same, competitive games makes the competition far more interesting. Glad to have you guys on board. Definitely looking forward to the rest of this competition, Will. And yeah, kind of sad that we're out of Super Rugby, but I mean this URC have not disappointed so far, definitely not. And looking forward to some really great clashes, especially when we get to play here in South Africa as well. Let's quickly go and have a look at how the two teams have fared so far in this game. We're going to start with the Glasgow team. Cole Forbes have been looking really dangerous on the counter-attack. Carl Steyn has had a couple of opportunities, just had little errors, knock-ons here and there. Nick Griggs looking good along with Sam Johnson in the midfield. Rufus McLean has had a massive impact in this game already, and if some of those passes went to hand, Rufus McLean could have made a mess with the Lions in that first half. Then Ross Thompson having, well, not as big of an impact as last week, but still playing really good. And then Jamie Dobie has been really solid at scrum half. He had been caught out once by Andre Warner for taking a little bit too long on the pass. But if you look at the forwards, Jamie Barty, Fraser Brown, Murray McCullum, Lewis Beam, Richie Gray, Ryan Wilson, Rory Darch and Jack Dempsey, they've all had a solid game so far in that first half. And when you look at the Lions team, I'm a little bit concerned with Divan Rousseau and Manuel Rust defence at the moment, because that is where the space opens up for Glasgow at the moment. So hopefully they'll pick it up in the second half and do better. But definitely between Divan Rousseau, Stian Pienaar and Manuel Rust, there's a lot of open spaces for the Glasgow team so far. Birgit Woodendal is always having a strong game. Max Wani has done really well so far, I think, personally. Ewe Viljoen has been good at 10, with Andre Warner doing really well at 9 as well. Just dictating the kicking game at the moment is Andre Warner. Then for the forwards, Ruan Strali, Vincent Chichuka and Jaco Kriel has been really good. Jaco has made a couple of knock-ons, maybe that he should maybe have a look at for that second half, but Ruan Strali has been really solid. Won a couple of balls on the ground, also given away a couple of penalties. So just have to look at that as well. And Chichuka having a solid game. Janse van Vieren, along with Skuman, having a decent game. Yanni Duplessis having a strong game as always. And then Jakob Visagie and Steve Satoli also doing a really good job at the moment for the Lions then. The benches that's still to come here, Johnny Matthews, Brad Thyer, Murphy Walker, Rob Harley, Matt Ferguson, George Horn, Duncan Weir and Sione Tuipolotto. Those last 3 names could cause havoc for the Lions in the second half. And then for the Lions on the bench, PJ Botha, Morgan Odia, Carl Usari, Roland Notnagel, Sibusiso Sangweni, Morne van der Berg, Matt Moore and Wandisile Similani still to come for this Lions side. Going through a few more comments here at the moment. Barry says, I'm sure that Guru can agree that. Yeah, happy that it's close, man. It's been frustrating this last 2 weeks. I'm quite eager to see the Bulls game later on, to see if they can step it up, because like I said, they're probably our best hope in this competition at this stage, but not the way that they've played so far. Peter Bluffnote says, too many mistakes by the Lions. If they can improve, they can make it. So basic stuff, handling errors needs to be cut out, discipline needs to be solid, and then also the defense needs to be looked at, especially in that midfield between Manuel Russ and Divan Rousseau. The players are now back onto the field. I think, yeah, there comes Glasgow. And then Leonard says, who's going to win, guys? What a game. Yeah, so if the Lions can sort out the defense, then they might be in with a good chance here. And then Leonard also says, great commentary. Where's the Oros today? No Oros today, Leonard. Just taking a little bit of a break for now. Right, so we're about to start the second half. Eve Viljoen to get us underway in the second half. And good luck to all the Lions and good luck to all the Glasgow supporters out there. Let's hope for a really good second half between these two teams. Right, so the referee just looking at his watch and we should be underway. There we go, guys. So the second half underway here between these two teams. Taken by Dempsey inside at 22 now. Just sets it up for them. Dobie waiting for this one at the back of this ruck. Still inside at 22 is Glasgow Warriors at the moment. Goes for the box kick over the top. I think it's hit one of his players. So are we going to go back all the way? Eve Viljoen saying something like that. So let's just see what the referee decides here. Was that ball taken back inside? No, it's not. So line out on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow Warriors half. And a chance now for the Lions early on to put a little bit of pressure on them. Nepal Guide says, watch out for Matt Ferguson and George Horn. They will speed things up even more. And both went to school with my son, he says. Right, here comes the Lions now. Burger Widdendal up to the 10-meter line. He goes Andre Warner. Jaco Versaghi loops around Andre Warner with a little stab through. Collected beautifully by McLean. And straight into the hands here of Andre Warner. Puts a little kick ahead. The chase is good, but Forbes have made the mark inside the 22 there. About 10 meters out from his own try line. Forbes made a really good mark under pressure. The kick downfield from him is not going to find touch. Into the hands of Eve Viljoen on halfway. Gets it out to Manuel Ras now. Now Stian Pienaar is going to straighten the line. Up to the 10-meter line, but a little knock on there from Stian Pienaar has given the scrum now to Glasgow again. Just that little handling errors causing for both teams to not get going today. Barry says, was a bit confused when put upstream. Remember you said Stormers and Bulls were playing the same time. Yeah, so somebody mentioned that yesterday and I actually saw afterwards now that the games are playing each other afterwards, so straight after. So luckily we've got 3 good games to watch today. We are going to go and have a look at something from the TMO here. And yeah, it is a high tackle from Dempsey. So nothing too sinister in that. Should just be a penalty to the Lions for a high tackle. From one angle, it actually doesn't look that bad as well. But definitely an arm around the neck. So we should come back for a penalty roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow's half. Right, so the TMO and the referee having a chat with each other at the moment. And we'll just see which way it's going to go. I don't have any audio, guys, so I don't know what's going on exactly. But it does look like it will be a penalty to the Lions from what I've seen. Right, so time will be back on. We will have 38 minutes left in the second half. And it should be a penalty to the Lions. So Ryan Wilson just having a talk there with the referee. But it won't help. It's a high tackle. So penalty to the Lions on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow's half. And we reset, and they've gone for touch here. Or have they? No, they haven't. Just saw a ball being kicked, finding touch. So I wasn't sure whether it was kicked or not. But it looks like Eve Viljoen might have a shot at goal here. Let's just see what the call will be. So just taking their time to get that ball back. It doesn't look like they're going to have a shot at goal here. Or will they? Yeah, they will. The water boy is on the field, getting the tee ready for Eve Viljoen. So chance now for the Lions to draw back to 1 point in this game. Great opportunity for them to draw back 1 point. Right in the middle of the field on the 10-meter line. A chance now for Eve Viljoen to have a shot at goal. Will we see the Lions capitalize on this one now? Right, just getting ready. The kick here from Evie Viljoen. Like I say, right in the middle of the field on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow's half. Can he get this conversion for the Lions? Oh, penalty conversion, really. Right, lining it up now, taking his time with it as well. There's Evie Viljoen. Right, the kick comes and it's should be straight through. Yes, it is. So 9 points to the Lions now, 10 to Glasgow. We've got a game on our hands here, guys. So Nepal guy asking, was that water boy Rassi? No, I don't know who that is, Nepal, but it's not Rassi. Unfortunately not. Right, so the restart coming from Rob Thompson now. We've got 37 minutes to go. Restart now taken by Ruan Strauly for the Lions here, and Andre Warner just waiting at the ruck here to clear this ball. Just taking his time as well with it, and Fraser Brown thinks the ball is out. It's been charged down here by Glasgow, but it's going to be a Lions put into the line out. 5 meters inside their own 22, so they need to be a bit more vigilant with the clearance of the ball. Andre Warner this time getting caught out. Barry says it should be an easy kick. Yes, it was. So 10 points to 9 it is here for the Glasgow. Chance now. Andre Warner just taking too long with that. Charged down by Ryan Wilson, and luckily went into touch. Jakob Versaghi now with a throw to Peter Janssen van Vieren, out to Evie Viljoen, who's going to put it to the boot. Not going to find a lot of distance with that. So a chance now for Glasgow on the attack here. Roundabout on the 22-meter line inside Lions territory. Fraser Brown now with the throw into this line out. It is raining that side. That's why there's so many handling errors, guys. So I didn't notice it until now. Right, Fraser Brown with the throw in to this line out here for Glasgow Warriors. Can they go on the attack here? 5 minutes into the second half. Line out taken by Ryan Wilson, and off the back goes Darch. Now gets it out to thumping tackle there from the Lions, but a little knock on in the tackle from Andre Warner gives a scrum down to the Glasgow Warriors. It was Dobie who got manhandled there by Andre Warner. But a good breakout from them initially. But, it's Birger Odendaal who made a cracking tackle. So, scrum down anyway. Just off the fingertips of Birger Odendaal there. Simslayer says, 1 point difference. Lions can do this. Make our weekend Lions. Nepal Guide says, of course it's raining in Scotland. And then Johannes Payne says, come on Lions, show some guts and break the glass. Right, so it is Glasgow on the attack here on the 22-meter line of the Lions. A great opportunity here for them. I forgot to change the first half status, so there we go, second half, guys. Right, so Dobie with the throw into the scrum here. Big scrum again from the Lions, disrupting, but Dobie's got it off the back, gives it out to Tui Piloto, but it's been knocked on by him and now taken by the Lions. Held up in the tackle there, so we are going to come back for the scrum to the Lions. So, too many handling errors from both sides at the moment. Again on the attack, in a good position, missing the opportunity. Simslayer Johannes, it is witty brains on. Right, so scrum down now to the Lions here after a massive scrum and a forward pass from Dobie to Tui Piloto. Right, so 6.5 minutes gone, guys. It's the Lions with a scrum on their own 22 here, and a chance now for them to clear their lines. Andre Warner with the feed to the scrum. Big scrum coming up for both sides here. If one of these two can take the dominance in the scrum, there could be trouble. Right, scrum feed, Andre Warner, solid scrum. It's gone down on the one side, but I'm sure the referee... it's given a penalty to the Lions. Going down on the side there from Barty. Pressure put on from Yanni Duplessis there, and he pays the price for it. So here we go now. The Lions can clear this ball from their own 22. And a good scrum again from the Lions. They've been definitely dominating in that area of the field today. Right, so here we go. Line out on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow's half now. And a good opportunity here for the Lions. Horn is on for Dobie now. So Peter Horn, the international veteran really, with a chance to impress here for Glasgow. Right, line out coming up here from Jaco Versaghi now on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow's half. Great opportunity here for them. Throwing coming from Jaco Versaghi now. He's going to find his jumper. Yeah, it's Andre Warner out to Burger Widdendal. Gets it out to Vincent Chichuka. Stian Pienaar tries to spin out of the tackle. Now over the ball is Darch, and he wins the penalty for Glasgow. Holding on the ground there from Stian Pienaar. And a great penalty there, one on the ground for Glasgow. So what can Glasgow do with this ball? Darch getting that penalty and doing really well. Barry says they should go for try lines. Need a try to try and at least secure this game. Nepal says George Horn, not Peter. Sorry, Nepal. It is George Horn, the replacement scrum half. Always getting confused with Peter and George. I don't know why. But anyway, it's George Horn on for Glasgow in that number 9 jersey now. Fraser Brown with a throw into this line-out for them. They have found touch roundabout just outside of the 22 of the Lions now. Great attacking opportunity. Richie Gray takes it in and they set up the driving maul now. Fraser Brown controlling at the back here, but Ruan Australia has done well to disrupt that one. Needs to come out now for Glasgow. Yes, it does come out. It is Carl Steyn who gets it out to Fraser Brown again now. Now Horn gets it out to Barty. Barty tackled by Jaco Krill. Now Horn again. Out it comes to Tui Pelotto. Tui Pelotto trying to break the line of defense just short of the 22 now. And a penalty to the Lions. Rolling on the ground is the call against Tui Pelotto. So just both teams guilty of giving away silly penalties and knock-ons at vital times in this game. Barry says other 3 points will keep game volatile for the Lions. Nepal says he's 26. Yeah, so yeah, he's still young and still can go a long way, but he's been around for a while, I think it is. Nepal, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Simslayer says, yeah, certainly Barry, but they need more. Glasgow or a tough nut for the Lions. 2 tries and 2 conversions will secure Lions victory if they score before the Warriors. Right, so Ferguson is now on for Dempsey and a chance for the youngsters to make a bit of ground. Right, so lineup will be just outside of the 22. Jaco Versaghi now with the front finds Chichuka. Maul has been formed by the Lions now. Can they get this maul to go forward? They're slowly but surely starting to work their way forward now. Oh, the Lions, and this is looking good. But have they knocked it on again? Yes, they have. Right on the 22-meter line. The Lions have knocked that ball on. And it's going to be a chance now for Glasgow to clear the lines again. Looks like Dempsey is down injured at the moment here for Glasgow. So let's just stop the clock right there. And another disappointing mistake from the Lions there. Did well to drive it forward, but then just lost it in the contact, unfortunately. And it's little mistakes like this that keeps the game as low as it is at the moment. So we will have about 29 minutes to go in the second half if the game continues, or when the game continues. Right, so yeah, it's just been really frustrating, guys, to see all these little mistakes creeping into this game. But one must consider the weather conditions as well here. Definitely a little bit of, well, it doesn't look like it's pouring, but it's definitely causing quite a stir in possession for the two teams. Both sides, great opportunities gone a begging through little knock-ons. Scrum down now to Glasgow, right on the 22. Right, here we go. It's going to be Horn to feed this one for Glasgow now. And can they get past the scrum as Glasgow? The Lions have looked really dominant at scrum time here throughout this game. Another penalty here could put the Lions into the lead. Horn to feed this ball now, but the referee has stopped the scrum, so reset coming up. Just wasting valuable time here through scrum resets at the moment. Right, so let's see what's going to happen with the reset here. Can Glasgow win the scrum? One more replacement also on the field here for them. I think it is Murphy Walker who's on the field as well for Glasgow now. Right, Horn to feed this one for Glasgow now. Oh, it's gone down again, and the referee says we'll have another reset then. It did look like it was Walker who went down first there on the right hand side of the field. So yeah, referee probably just being a little bit lenient towards him because he is new onto the field. But you can't have so many resets in one go. 2 resets already, wasting 2 valuable minutes in this game. Right, let's see this time round. Certainly if it goes down either way, it's going to be a penalty to someone. Who's going to get this? Horn to feed this one for Glasgow again. 27 minutes to go in the second half, guys. It's a 1-point difference between them. And this time it goes down on the side of the left side, and it's a free kick to the Lions, not a penalty. So I'm not sure how they decide whether it's a penalty or a free kick, but it is now a free kick to the Lions, and a penalty would have put them in front. So the Lions have now opted to go for another scrum here. So 3 minutes wasted now, and the only difference is it's going to be a Lions feed to the scrum now. Right, are there an opportunity for the Lions now? Christian says, hi everyone, Lions still in this. Sharks did really well. Eric Davison says, when was the last driving maul or line out even? Is each team kicking from scrums? So there was a driving maul just leading up to this scrum. Actually, there was a line out maul from the Lions, but they knocked it on. So yeah, let's see how it goes now. Warner to feed this one now, and this time another big scrum coming from the Lions, and they have won the penalty from here. So 5 meters outside of the 22, 5 meters from the left hand touchline, 10 extra meters coming up. Fraser Brown talking back to the referee, and now it's decision time for the Lions. Do they go for goal, take the lead, or risk missing the penalty at goal, or do they go for the grind out here? They are going to go for the grind. Kick, fine touch, 5 meters from the try line of Glasgow now. Can the Lions capitalise on this and score a try? Johannes Payne says Super Rugby was a bit different because South African sides wasn't full strength. These URC game teams will be most of the time without the box. So here we go. Jaco Visagie now with the throw in. Finds Pieter Jansen van Vuuren now. Driving ball coming from the Lions now. Just 5 meters out now. Jaco Visagie controlling at the back here. But it's not going forward. It's static at the moment. Now they need to use it. Andre Warner out to Burger Widdendal. And has he knocked it on? Yes, he has. Another knock on, this time from Burger Widdendal. And Glasgow survived that onslaught again. Oh boy. Ricardo Swatboy says, congrats Guru on your team's win last night. Thanks Ricardo. Finally we managed to get there. And then Barry Green says, come on Lions, you can do it. So yeah, just that little handling errors from the Lions and Glasgow, just keeping the score very, very low at the moment here. Right, scrum feed coming up then now for Glasgow, 5 meters from their own try line, and a chance now for them to clear the lines. Right, Horn to feed this ball to the scrum here for Glasgow. They've been suffering at scrum time as Glasgow today. Right, Horn feeds this ball and let's see what's going to happen. Another big scrum coming. It's gone down, but it's a penalty this time to Glasgow, winning that penalty on the ground. And that is just really, really disappointing from a Lions perspective. Glasgow done really well there to win the penalty. Eric Davison says, they give me that bit hope, then drop it. So Rob Thompson now with a kick downfield, and he's going to find touch right about on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow's half. It's now starting to rain quite, I can't say heavily, but you can definitely see the rain more clearly in the second half here. So Fraser Brown now with the throw into this line out. Right on their own 10-meter line is Glasgow now. Definitely going to get a lot difficult from here with the weather conditions. Right, here we go. Throwing over the top into the hands of Tui Piloto. Gets it out to Carl Steyn up to halfway. Still going is Carl Steyn now. Brought down on the 10-meter line now. Horn gets it out to Thompson. Now Tui Piloto again. Out it goes to Forbes. He's going to straighten the line over the 10-meter line here for Glasgow. Horn again now gets it out to Walker, who knocks it on. And here's a chance for the Lions now. Chichuka. He takes it up to the 10-meter line here for the Lions. But he was going to get penalized for rolling. But we're coming back for that knock on first from Glasgow. So the referee very consistent here at the moment. Some Slayer says that Johannes Payne, that's a weak excuse in my opinion. It only applies for the Sharks. I say some teams are still going to go through a learning process to compete successfully in the URC. And then watch by season 5, Suffolk teams will dominate. Will Graham says stressful, huh? Clear it Lions, says some Slayers. So there's going to be a scrum down to the Lions now. More replacements coming onto the field, I think it is, for both teams now. We'll just have to wait and see who comes on. But still 18 minutes to go in well, no, I'm lying. 22 minutes to go in this game. We'll have to stop that clock. 22 minutes to go in this game, guys. And yeah, there comes more replacements on. I'll get to that in just a second for you guys. But Glasgow has made one more change here, bringing on number 19, which is Harley, who's on for Bean. Right, so 22 stressful minutes coming up here. And it's a scrum down to the Lions, roundabout on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Can the Lions do this here today? Andre Warner will feed this ball to the scrum for the Lions. Ricardo Swatboy says, give us time, we're going to fit in this competition. And I agree 100%, Ricardo. I think this is going to be the main competition for us from now on. Andre Warner controlling at the back of the scrum here for the Lions. Now needs to clear it. Gets it out to Evie Falun, who's going to kick it downfield. Looking for a bit of space and finding it inside the 22 now. Collected here by Forbes now, who's going to kick it downfield. Nearly charts down. And that ball's going to go into touch. Roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line. Great clearance kick from Forbes as well under pressure. Riyadh Rhoda says the fittest team will be victorious. And then Nepal Guide says this will be a great tournament. In the long run, I'm sure the South Africans will eventually compete with the likes of Leinster who have dominated. Absolutely. Fraser Brown receiving some attention now, so we have to stop that clock yet again now. Still 20 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this second half. Cramps galore here at the moment as Fraser Brown gets some attention as well now. Right, can the Lions do this, or will Glasgow hold on and secure a victory here today? Right, it is going to be a line out to the Lions now on the 10-meter, well, between the 10 and the halfway line inside Glasgow's half. A great opportunity here for them. Christian says 5 seasons is too long. They better wake up. Agree with Johannes. Sharks and Stormers missing some vital players with the box at the moment. Right. It's actually going to be a line out to Glasgow because it's basically touched the Lions player there from that kick. So great distance covered from Glasgow now. Horn's got it at the back of this line out. Ruck being formed and now kicks it over the top into the hands of Stian Pienaar. Gets it out to Andre Warner. A slip up from the Lions now. A kick through from Griggs. And Zebre Viljoen have to chase back. Can't collect it. And a knock on from Griggs as well. With the try liner beginning for Glasgow. Well. So many mistakes and none of them can capitalize on it. The kick over the top from Horn was a beauty. Stian Pienaar eventually knocked it backwards into the hands of Warner. But the pass, there was a mix-up between Divan Rousseau there and Ruan Strowley. And then so close. And Nick Griggs would have been over for a try there. Because Zebre Viljoen couldn't collect the ball. And just 2 meters out from the try line, he knocked that ball on. Cameron Kleinon says, the style of play will greatly affect the way the Springboks play. They will fall into a trap where they play the same style of the Northern Hemisphere teams and fall out of touch with the fast pace of the Southern Hemisphere. Yeah, it could be, Cameron. It's a difficult situation to predict, really, because we don't know how long we will be playing in the Rugby Championship as well. So it might become a lot different over the course of the few years. Now Andre Warner to feed this ball to the scrum for the Lions. It's gone down and we'll have a reset scrum again. So we've had we've had 5 or 6 minutes wasted through scrum resets today. And that's not something that you want to see. Fraser Brown has stayed down again and I think maybe it's time to replace him. I know he's an important asset to this Glasgow side, but he keeps going down now. First with cramp and now again at that scrum. So time has been stopped yet again now. And we still have 19 minutes to go. So replacement on the field now for them. And it is number 16, Johnny Matthews, who's on the field for Glasgow. Right, so Fraser Brown will play no more part in this game as he goes off the field with 19 minutes to go in this one. Just 19 minutes separating these two teams, and the Lions on a defense on their own try line here. 5 meters out from their own try line. They do have this feed to the scrum. And Andre Warner will have to feed this ball to the scrum. Big pressure on the Lions now. Vincent Jacobs says, come on Lions, make SA proud. 10 points to 9 it is. And the scrum feed now for the Lions. Andre Warner to feed this ball for them. Scrum is solid from both sides here. The Lions trying to milk a penalty here. And they might just be successful now as that scrum goes to shambles. Yes, it does. And the Lions scrum has really saved them on numerous occasions in this game already. Big scrum here from the Lions again. Winning that penalty right on the 5 meter line of their own try line. Christian says, I remember the Bulls in the first season of Super Rugby in the late 90s. They would compete well in the Currie Cup, but Super Rugby last place on the lock. History is repeating itself. Yeah, you could say that, Christian, but let's hope it's not going to be the case. Must remember, the Bulls that time had an awful coach or coaching staff in that last part of the 90s as well. Right, so line out for the Lions on halfway now. Great opportunity for the Lions now. Can they get another penalty from a driving maul or from this line out, or just set up a brilliant try through the back line? Who knows? Jaco Visagie with a throw into this line out. We've got 17 minutes to go. Visagie throws. Andre Warner gets it, and now there's a little breakaway here from Jaco Visagie up to the 10 meter line. Now they need support. Ruan Strowley at scrum half. Gets it out to Ruben Skuman. Not going to make too much meters with that one now. Warner again gets it out to Burger Wittendal. Just over the 10-meter line they go. Now Warner just taking his time to get this ball out at the ruck now. Gets it out to the big boys. It is Pieter Janssen van Vieren who makes a couple of meters there. And now it comes back to Jewe Viljoen. Puts a little chip kick over the top. But it's going to be beautifully read there by Rufus McLean. And makes the mark and now kicks it downfield. Not going to find touch into the hands of Divan Rousseau now. He's going to have a run up to halfway now for the Lions. Needs support though. This could turn out badly for the Lions. Now they do get it. Andre Warner waiting for the ball. Big counter ruck here from Glasgow. And it's going to be a little knock on from Glasgow. So scrum down to the Lions. Very fortunate that they knocked that ball on. Great counter ruck there from Ferguson, as well as the replacement hooker Johnny Matthews, putting the Lions under severe pressure there. But anyway, scrum down here on halfway for the Lions. Can they maybe get a penalty from here? Still just at 1 point in it. The Lions could have gone for a penalty earlier in the second half to take the lead, but decided to go for a touch instead and then knock the ball on. So here's an opportunity now. Would love to see Maxwani with a bit of ball in hand here. Andre Warner to feed this ball to the scrum. And the scrum goes up again. And another reset now. 7 minutes or 8 minutes wasted in this game through scrum resets. That is just not good enough. The referee needs to show a little bit more authority at scrum time. 15 minutes to go in this game. Could have been 20 minutes if there was a stop clock. But anyway, let's go back to this game. Andre Warner to feed this ball for the Lions just inside their own half. Andre Warner will get the opportunity to feed this ball. Right, here we go. Andre Warner with a feed now. And the scrum has gone down again. And it's a penalty to the Lions. Carlu Sadi also on the field for the Lions, winning that penalty against Barty. And, 1-1 now. Will there be a shot at goal? It is just inside the half of the Lions, and they are going to have a shot. Jewe Viljoen have signalled for goal here. Right, so just a few comments. Simsler says, Christian, maybe 5 years is too long for you, but long-term planning always produces exponential results. Expecting SAFA teams to be dominant after 2 seasons is a bit too much at the moment. Cameron says, geographically and time zone wise, as well as sponsorship, this tournament makes a lot of sense for South Africa. I think this season is a fact-finding mission to see how South African teams stack up against the competition. We are asking what's happening in the scrum. Too many resets at scrum time, but the Lions definitely dominating at scrum time. Steve Satoli now off the field as well for the Lions. Here they come, lining it up. Let's see if Jewe Viljoen can put them in front here for the first time. No, it's gone to the right of the post. At the distance, but not the direction. And the score stays the same, 10 points to 9. Right, Cameron says the first few games South African teams playing really well. It's the ref that screwed them over with interpretations of the law which South African players and teams have to adapt to. Right, so Weir is now on the field as well here for Glasgow, replacing McLean at number 11. So there might be a little bit of a shift here as Weir is now on the field for Glasgow. Will he be the difference between the two sides? Oh, Divan Rousseau has knocked that ball backwards inside his own 22 now and putting the Lions under pressure here. And that kick downfield from him is going to find touch. Let's see. Oh, they might even go back all the way into the 22 here. No, the referee has called a knock-on from the Lions. Let's have a look here. Did he knock that ball on over the 22-meter line? Oh, yes, he did. So scrum down to Glasgow, 5 meters from their own try line here. Divan Rousseau has had a really poor game so far. Defensively, he's not been solid and he's made a couple of mistakes that could see the Lions lose this game today. 12 minutes to go in this one. Just 12 minutes to go in this one, guys. Devon Rousseau not solid today at the back here for the Lions. Scrum down to Glasgow now, and it's Horn who's going to feed this ball to the scrum. Can the Lions hold out one more time here? Because if Glasgow have to score now, one have to feel that it might be game, set and match. Scrum goes down again, Mr. Ref. Make a decision. No, he's not. He's going to have a reset again. So many time wasted in the scrums today. And it's very unfortunate, really. Nepal Guide says we're at 10, Ross Thompson at 15. So, which means what? Forbes have moved to the left wing in McLean's place. Right, so 5 meters scrum here. Well, 5 meters out from the try line. It's Glasgow now who can seal this game for sure. George, yeah, no, let's not get confused between Peter, but Horn to feed this one for Glasgow. He gets it out now, out to Tui Piloto, who's going to try and straighten the line here. Just 5 meters out, right in the middle of the field. Now Dodge. Dodge get it and sets it up nicely for them. Now Horn again. Out it goes to Ryan Wilson. Driven back in the tackle beautifully. Here they come again. Is Glasgow now working it through the forwards. Horn again. Out it goes. Still just setting up the ruck now. Horn out to Weir. Thumping tackle from Sangweni. He's also on the field now. Can the Lions defense hold out? Comes out to Ryan Wilson. Big defense from Chachuka. And a penalty advantage coming for Glasgow now. Tui Piloto with a little step through. But it's Andrew Warner who gets it. And we are coming back for a penalty to Glasgow. Roundabout in the, 25 meters. Well, it's basically in the middle of the field, really. Just a little bit to the right. Right in front. Great opportunity to extend that lead for them. And now with just 9 minutes to go, they could extend the lead to 4 points, which means the Lions will have to score an unconverted try to win it. Penalty won't do it for them. Right, Cameron Clenon says, very frustrating, really low scoring game. I don't think I have nails left to bite. And then Sim says, does the Lions have their own bomb squad? Unfortunately, they don't have the bomb squad, I think. Or they might even have. Let's have a look quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they've got a split of, it's 5-3 split. So the penalty goes over and it's the Glasgow Warriors who take the lead now by, they're still in the lead by 13 points to 9 now. It's a 4-point game with 8.5 minutes to go in this one. The Lions will now have to score a try to win this game. A penalty won't do it. Rob Thompson with an easy penalty kick there. Gets it for them. And now with just 8 minutes to go, guys, the Lions will have to score a try, which they haven't done so far in this game. The restart is not a good one as well. It goes directly into touch. And it should be a scrum down to Glasgow on halfway. Little bit of deja vu. Reminding me of that Springbok game against the All Blacks 2 weeks ago. Was it last week? Yeah, last week. So, can the Lions do something good from here? Christian says, come on Lions. This is going to be painful if it's a 1-point loss, says Cameron. And Simsley ought to convert 2 penalties. But time is against them, Sim. So, yeah. Nepal Guide says, yeah, beauty. Come on, Warriors. Brian Walker says, go Lions. Only a try now will seal the deal. Go Lions. Right, scrum down on halfway now, and it's Horn to feed this one for Glasgow. And another reset scrum. This is getting ridiculous, really. Way too many scrum resets today, and this time PJ Puerta is on the field now as well for the Lions. So the referee just being a little bit lenient towards the replacements. I mean, they know exactly what is expected of them. They can't be lenient. So also one more replacement. I think it's Nathan Macbeth, who's also on for them. Yeah, it's actually Morgan O'Dear, who's on the field for the Lions as well. So, can the Lions do this now, or will Glasgow hold out? Horn at the back now, gets it out to Weir, who gets the kick in, and that ball is going to roll over the dead ball line. So we're coming back for a scrum down to the Lions, all the way back into Glasgow's half. We are just kicking it a little bit too hard there in the end. So yeah, opportunity now for the Lions. That was so unfortunate for the Glasgow Warriors there, but great stuff for the Lions. Scrum down coming, 6 minutes left in this one. Scrum between the 10 and the halfway line here, as it's Barty who leaves the field and Thaya comes on for Glasgow. 6 or 5.5 minutes to go in this one. It's a 4-point game at the moment. Can they pull this off, the Lions, or will Glasgow hold on for a victory? Andre Warner to feed this ball to the scrum for the Lions. Oh, scrum has gone down, and what's the referee's call now? Another reset scrum coming up. How many have we had in this game? Must surely be more than 10 already. And each time you waste a scrum, you waste a minute. Brian Borges says it would be great if all South African teams can win their games this weekend. It would be really amazing, but at this stage, just can't see it happening. Unless the Lions can score a try, which they haven't been able to do all game today. Right, Warner to... free kick here to the Lions now. What will they do? With just 4.5 minutes to go. Should have gone quickly there. They are going to try and milk a penalty from the scrum again. So, let's hope it doesn't backfire for them. We've had so much time wasted today through scrum resets. It's just ridiculous. Right, so 4 points in it, guys. 4.5 minutes to go. Can the Lions win this game for them? 13 points to 9 it is. 4 minutes to go. Clock is ticking by, and the scrums are eating all the time. Andre Warner to feed this ball again for them now. 4 minutes exactly left now. Warner feeds the scrum. Oh, it's gone down again. And this time it's a penalty to the Lions. So, mission accomplished on that one. They can now kick it downfield and set up an attacking lineup. 3.5 minutes to go in this one. Oh, no, you're not serious, man. Lions are going to have a shot at goal here. That is just not... It's inexcusable. That is stupid. Sorry. I'm sorry. That is just a horrible call. They should have tried to... instead... I wanted to say, Ewe signaled for goal, but somehow they were allowed to change the call. So they've now kicked it to touch, and they are going to set up a line out here on the 22-meter line. Bit of confusion there, as he definitely did signal to have a shot at goal. So, and normally referees will not allow them to change their decision. So let's see what happens here. PJ Buerta with a throw into this line out. Oh, it's been overthrown as well. And it's just not working out for the Lions at the moment. It's Horner's collecting it at the ruck here. And Glasgow can now just set it up here from inside their own 22. Here they come. There's Glasgow now. Tried to counter ruck there as the Lions, but they have missed the opportunity again as the Lions here. Now Horn with the kick over the top, and he's going to find touch. Let's see where it goes out. Right on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow's half. Graham 1988 says, what? And then no Lions go for touch, not bowls. So opportunity missed there for the Lions after not going for goal. And the line-out went over the top. So it's just that small little things, little basic errors that is costing the Lions this game at the moment. Right, 1.5 minutes to go. PJ Puerta again with the line out, this time short. Now it's gone, taking it up to just between the 22 and the 10 now. They need a scrum off here. Max Wane is there now. Gets it up to Carlu Sadi now. Can the Lions maybe win another penalty? Surely they can't score from here. Between the 10 and the 22 now. Chichuka held up in a tackle by Richie Gray. Andre Warner now gets it back now. It's Iwe Falyun. Tackled backwards, almost up to the 10-meter line. They go again. Is the Lions now. Warner gets it back now to Peter Janssen van Vuren, held up in a tackle. Good defense from Glasgow now. With a minute to go. Chichuka now, right on the 10-meter line. Defense is vital for Glasgow. They're going to run it around. Pergo Widdendal tries to loop around, but losing ground. Ruan Strali now. Over the 10-meter line they go. Andre Warner tries to throw a little dummy, goes himself, but tackled beautifully now. Max Wane at scrum off again, gets it out to Carlu Sadi. Between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Over that ball goes Glasgow. Will they get that ball? No, says the referee. Leave it. Here they come. Here for you now. Thumping tackle there from Ferguson on him, driving him back to the 10-meter line. Now here comes Sangweni now. Massive defensive effort from Glasgow. Can the Lions somehow find a way over the advantage line? Now Max Wane right on the left-hand touch line. Will he be bundled into touch? Oh, and a knock-on from Warner. And surely that's got to be the ball game. Surely that's got to be the ball game. With 5 seconds to go, will the referee allow another scrum down? Well. They might have just done it. Here is Glasgow. We will have one last scrum in this game. But, yeah, the Lions just looked lackluster there in that last movement. Not able to attack the line whatsoever. And one last scrum. Rory Darch has been named the man of the match for this game. He's had a really strong game, is the number 7 flanker. Doing a really good job for them. Right, so we will have this last scrum, guys, and it's the one area where the Lions have been dominant so far. Can they win the penalty from here and win the game? All the odds are stacked against them, but they've been their own worst enemies. Riyadh said that exact same words. The game is there for the taking with their scrum dominance. Can they do this? One last scrum, one last roll at the dice here, but it is going to be a Glasgow put-in. Can the Lions win a penalty from the scrum, guys, or will Glasgow just secure the ball and kick it out? It all comes down to this final scrum of the game. 4 points the difference. The poll guide says, well done, Steve. I felt alone. Yeah, so finally you had somebody who joined you in the poll. Right, so just waiting on it. Some attention being received to the players. And yeah, now the scrum will be set up here on the 10-meter line inside Glasgow's half. There's an opportunity now for the Lions, who have been dominant at scrum time, to try and win a penalty from here. Can they do this, or will Glasgow hold out for the victory? One final scrum for Glasgow here, and they just have to kick this into touch. The Lions, however, will have to try and win a penalty from here. Right, Horn to feed this ball to the scrum. Big scrum needed from the Lions. Here comes the boom, but it's been picked up off the back by Ferguson, and he just kicks that into touch. And now it's handbags galore here between the two sides. Just frustration creeping in. But the Lions have been their own worst enemy today. Congratulations to Glasgow for the win. It was a lot tighter than expected. But at the end of the day, Glasgow holds on for a great victory. Nepal Guide says, great commentary and very fair as always. Good man. Thanks, Nepal Guide. And you must be quite chuffed with your victory today. I'm going to take, well, I've got about 10 to 15 minutes before we start with the Stormers game next up, guys. So be sure to tune in for that game as well, which will be going live at around 6 here on my channel as well. So yeah, we'll see you guys shortly, and thanks for tuning in.